Godzilla x Kong, Guardians of Equestria. Written by Phantom Plays 1234. Chapter 9. The Rose Beast of the Everfree Forest. Twilight and her friends had finally made it to the entrance of the Everfree Forest, where they found Celestia and Luna arguing with each other while the pillars discussed amongst each other. Oh great, now what are they arguing about? Groot's bike. They looked up as the head descended and landed several yards away from them. What's the holdup? Asked Eileen. We got a bit of a problem, said Starlight, pointing at the sisters. And I told you, sister, that you should have checked with them, but no, you insisted on getting here as fast as possible. Celestia yelled. And I told you to make sure you knew what we're supposed to be looking for. Luna argued back. Princess Celestia? Twilight approached them nervously. Oh Twilight, perfect timing. Celestia chirped. For what exactly? Asked Applejack. Well, you see, we're kinda lost on what exactly we're supposed to be looking for because Luna forgot to ask what this monster looks like, explained Celestia. Excuse me, sister, but it was you who insisted on getting here. Luna hissed. Seriously, that's what they're arguing about? Asked Rainbow Dash. Well, to be frank, your highness, I can't say that neither of you are to blame, added Eileen. I only said that a Titan was detected, but my app doesn't say what exactly the Titan is, so truth be told, none of us really know what exactly we're looking for. She held up her phone. See, sister, even they have no idea what to look for, so it's not entirely my fault, said Luna. Fine, I'm sorry, okay. Celestia groaned. Now then, since that's all cleared up, let's try and find this thing, said Capper. Eileen checked her phone and looked up. It's pretty deep in, but it seems to be in an open area somewhere in the center of the forest, she explained. Let the way, said Twilight. They began to enter the forest, led by Eileen as she followed the writings. As they navigated through the forest, they eventually came upon a familiar-looking pony on the ground. Is that a zebra? Bernie asked, poking his head out from behind. Zekora. Twilight gasped as she ran over to her. Zekora, you alright? The zebra weakly looks up at her and groans. Twilight sparkle, you must not stay, or you'll be the next prey. Zekora, what happened? Asked Twilight. The beast with 3 heads, it stole my magic and flagged, Zekora groaned. The beast with 3 heads. Twilight looked back at Eileen with a concerned expression. Hypermecha Ghidorah. She watched as Zekora collapse on the ground. It seems like we were too late, said Sunburst. We have to hurry. If Tobias created another Titan, who knows how much damage it could cause, said Eileen. They continued to walk as Twilight slowly hid Zekora's body behind some shrubs. Hang in there, Zekora, we'll get your magic back, Twilight murmured as she ran after the others. As they continued to walk, Twilight and her friends began to notice a large amount of garbage littering the ground. Was it just me, or has the forest gotten dirtier? Asked Applejack. Must be those filly guides littering again, grunted Rainbow Dash. The pillars started to slow down as Starswirl began to cough. Starswirl, are you alright? Asked Mistman. I'm fine, it's just so hard to breathe all of a sudden, coughed Starswirl. Now that you mention it, it does seem like air has become scarce, coughed Sunburst. And what is that hideous smell? Asked Rarity. Doesn't smell pleasant, that's for sure, Luna said, sniffing the air. The group pushed forward despite the discomfort, and after several minutes of walking, they found themselves in an open area where a towering plant was stationed at the center. The plant was just a clump of moss, leaves, and vines growing out of the ground. Near the base was a massive sap glowing in a yellowish-red light. At the very top, a large red rose sprouted from the many leaves. Oh wow, said Capper. Oh my, how gorgeous. Rarity squealed. I've never knew such beautiful plants could grow here, said Starlight. I mean, they don't call this place the Everfree Forest for nothing, said Trixie. I hate to break it to you ladies, but I'm afraid I wouldn't get close to the thing if I were you, said Eileen. That's our Titan friend we were searching for. What, this thing? Asked Luna. I find it hard to believe that a rose would be dangerous, darling, said Rarity. No, that's not just any rose, that's Biolant, otherwise known as the flower beast, said Bernie. As he said that, several large vines suddenly erupted from the ground as the rose slightly tilted towards the group, revealing a small jaw in the center lined with sharp teeth. On second thought, maybe it's not so harmless, said Rarity. They quickly dove out of the way as the vines came crashing down and began flailing around as if it was trying to swat them away. Is everyone alright? Asked Trapper. Wait, where's Gia? Asked Eileen. Up there, said Spike, pointing up. They all looked to see Gia being lifted up by Biolant's vine. Gia. Eileen got to her feet as she watched Biolant lift her daughter up. I'll get her, said Rainbow Dash. But before she could go save her, a loud roar echoed throughout the forest as Kong suddenly lunged at Biolant and punched her rose, causing the vine to unravel and dropping Gia. Twilight quickly ran underneath her and broke her fall using our magic. Eileen quickly rushed to her side and embraced her with a sigh of relief. Bailan hissed at Kong as he beat his chest. "Sister, now's the time to lend our strength," said Luna. Celestia nodded as they both surrounded Bailan. At that same moment, Godzilla makes his presence known with his signature roar as he joins Kong by his side. But as he does, Bailan lets out a whimper almost as if she was afraid of Godzilla. "Girls, we should help out as well," suggested Twilight. Her friends nod in agreement as they surround Bailan. Now having been completely cornered, Bailan's vine suddenly stops flailing around as they slowly go limp. Girls." Fluttershy turns towards her friends clearly hesitant. "Something's wrong, I've never seen any Titan act like this," said Eileen. Gia begins to communicate to her mother in sign language. "Wait, what'd she say?" asked Trapper. "She says Bailan's scared," Eileen answered within a confused tone. "Scared of Godzilla?" asked Bernie. "No, something else," said Eileen. That's when her phone vibrates again. She pulls it out and opens the app on her phone. "What?" She looks back up at Bailan as it groans weakly. Godzilla roars as he prepares to attack, but just as he rushes forward, Fluttershy flies up to his face and holds out her arms. "Wait, please wait," she pleads with Godzilla, and much to everyone's surprise, he stops in his tracks and glares at her, snorting. "Fluttershy, what are you doing?" asked Twilight. "Twilight, something's not right, look." Fluttershy points at Bailan as she whimpers and groans, her vines hangs limply in the air. "We can't attack it when it's not even fighting back, but we can't just leave it alone," said Twilight. "I know, but," Fluttershy sighed. "Everyone wait, something's coming," said Eileen. "Wait, what?" asked Trixie. "Is it another Titan?" asked Starlight. Then, as if on cue, a horrible smell began to fill everyone's nostrils, causing them to cough. All the greenery in the area began to wither, and Bailan whimpered as her vines began to shrivel up. "What the hell's going on?" Rainbow Dash coughed. "Can't breathe," Twilight gasped. "What is that stench?" Rarity coughed. Even Kong and Godzilla looked uncomfortable as the smell intensified. "It smells like rotting flesh," Bernie coughed. Godzilla growled as his body began to glow before firing a stream of his atomic breath towards the sky, which immediately caused the smog to dissipate, allowing everyone to be able to breathe normally again. "Oh, thanks, Celestia," gasped Trixie. "I thought we were gonna die," said Rarity. But their sense of relief was short-lived as Bailan let out a weakened groan. "Hey, what's wrong?" Fluttershy asked. Then, without warning, Godzilla let out another angry roar at Fluttershy and Bailan. "Fluttershy, I think you made him angry, Applejack." I don't think that's what he's roaring at, Applejack," said Rainbow Dash. Confused, Fluttershy looked past Bailan and in the same direction that Rainbow was staring to see another giant monster heading in their direction. The monster seemed to take on a humanoid shape and was covered in layers of great kelp-like surfaces. Its eyes had golden black irises and red scleras. With every step the monster took the trees and greenery with it and died. "What the hey is that?" asked Fluttershy. "What is it? What do you see?" asked Applejack. "I don't know, it looks like another monster, but it's covered in like gray seaweed," explained Rainbow Dash. "Gray seaweed?" asked Trixie. "I think I know what she's talking about," said Eileen. "If what she said is true, then that would explain the horrible smell and all the trash we saw on the way here." "Oh no, you don't mean," said Trapper. "It's the only possible explanation," said Eileen. She taps on the screen before holding up her phone to Rainbow Dash. "Does it look like this?" Rainbow Dash took one glance and nodded. "Yeah, exactly like that," she exclaims. "I thought so," said Eileen. "Wait, I'm not following. What monster is it this time?" asked Spike. Eileen held up her phone to show the group the data. "Dora the Smog Monster." If you guys are enjoying this story, please give it a like, comment your thoughts, give me a follow and share this story with your friends, and I hope you all enjoyed the show.